Why did my divorce lawyer's wife ask me if we're Eskimo sisters? I was sitting in the waiting room of my divorce lawyer's office when his wife walked in carrying coffee and bagels. I'd seen her before during my appointments. She helped run the office, always professional, always polite. But this time, she stopped dead when she saw me, stared for a full 10 seconds, then asked, "Are we Eskimo sisters?" I nearly choked on my water. For those who don't know, Eskimo sisters means two women who've slept with the same man. Not exactly the conversation I expected at 9 a.m. while divorcing my cheating husband. "I'm sorry, what?" I managed. She sat down next to me, even though there were 6 empty chairs. "Your husband, Bradley, right? Tall, works at that tech startup downtown, has that stupid tribal tattoo on his shoulder he got in Cabo." My blood went cold. How did she know about the tattoo? Bradley always kept his shirt on in public, said it was unprofessional to show it at work events. "How do you know about spring of 2018? She interrupted. "I was Brittany then, blonde, 23, working at that wine bar on 5th Street. He came in every Thursday for 3 months, always ordered the same Malbec, always tipped exactly 20%. I felt my world tilting. Spring 2018. We'd been married 2 years by then. I was pregnant with our son, dealing with morning sickness while he was apparently seducing bartenders. He told me he was divorced," she continued. "Said his ex-wife was crazy, that she tried to trap him with a baby, showed me fake divorce papers and everything. We dated for 4 months. I wanted to throw up. 4 months? I was pregnant. I was literally carrying his child while he was—" "I know. I found out when I saw your wedding announcement in his apartment, the one from 2016, framed on his bookshelf. He told me it was his sister's wedding photo." She pulled out her phone, scrolled through old photos. There was Bradley at a beach, at restaurants, at her apartment. In one, he was wearing the watch I'd given him for our first anniversary. "I confronted him immediately," she said. "He tried to gaslight me, said I was imagining things, that the woman in the photo just looked like me. When I threatened to call you, he finally admitted everything. I dumped him that night. Why didn't you tell me?" My voice was barely a whisper. "I tried. I called your number, but he'd given me a fake one. I tried Facebook, but your profile was private. I even went to your house once, but I lost my nerve when I saw you through the window, so happy, so pregnant. I convinced myself it would be cruel to tell you." She laughed bitterly. "Then I met Roger 6 months later, my husband, your divorce lawyer. When you walked in for your first consultation and said your husband's name was Bradley, I knew. When you described his cheating, I wasn't surprised." I stared at her. "Does Roger know?" "God, no. Roger thinks I was a virgin when we met. Another lie, but a harmless one. Bradley, though, he taught me that some men will say anything, fake anything, to get what they want." The door opened and Roger appeared. "Honey, what are you doing here?" "Mrs. Peterson, I'm ready for you now." His wife stood up, straightened her skirt. "Just chatting with your client, dear. We have more in common than you'd think." As I followed Roger into his office, she called out, "Hey, Daniela!" I turned. "The tribal tattoo?" He got it to impress me. Said it made him look dangerous. I told him it made him look like a rejected contestant from a reality show. I snorted, then actually laughed. Roger looked confused, but I just shook my head. During the meeting, Roger was extra thorough, extra aggressive in the settlement demands. His wife must have said something, or maybe he just sensed the energy. Bradley had hidden assets I didn't know about. A boat, a motorcycle, even a small investment property. "How did you find all this?" I asked. Roger smiled. "My wife has excellent research skills. She found some interesting receipts from 2018, purchases that don't match your joint account records." After the meeting, his wife was still in the waiting room. She handed me a folder. Every receipt, every photo, every text message from our time together. His spending patterns, his lies, his fake documents. Your lawyer might find them useful. I took the folder, then impulsively hugged her. "Thank you. We Eskimo sisters have to stick together," she whispered. "And Daniela, that pregnancy he accused you of using to trap him? I heard him bragging to his friends about trying for a baby. He wanted that child. He just also wanted everything else. Last week, the divorce was finalized. Bradley lost everything. The house, majority custody, even his beloved car. The judge was particularly unsympathetic after seeing evidence of his sustained pattern of deception. Roger's wife sent me a congratulations text with a photo of her and Roger at their wedding. In the background, barely visible, was a dartboard in their garage. Bradley's photo was pinned to it. "For therapeutic purposes," her message said. "Want to come over and play?" I did. We drank wine, threw darts, and talked about everything except Bradley. Turns out, we actually have a lot in common beyond our terrible taste in men. We're having lunch next Tuesday. Bradley texted me yesterday, begging for another chance, saying he's changed. I forwarded it to my new friend. She replied with just a GIF of someone laughing. Sometimes the best revenge isn't planned. Sometimes it's just two women who refuse to let one pathetic man define their worth. And sometimes, Eskimo sisters make the best friends.